Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video for the Bakugan Battle Planet. So today is the day we unbox this big bad boy. This is by far the biggest box that has ever been released among the Bakugan toy line. Look at this. Just look at this. I have to move the camera backwards just so I don't hit the camera. But the sheer size of it, you already know that this is super awesome. Look at this. This is the Maximus Dragoonoid. So this one right here is actually the evolution for the Dragoonoid in the show, the Bakugan Battle Planet. So I can't wait to get this unboxed. I'm actually looking very much forward to getting this unboxed for a few months already. So finally got my hands on this, and as promised, this will be released and this sound recording is actually before the actual release of the Japanese, the official release date, which is the 19th of the October. But maybe when you see it, it's actually on the 19th itself. So will be one of the first few videos released on YouTube on this product for the TAKARA TOMY version of the Maximus Dragoonoid. So without further ado, let's have a look at this Bakugan right here. So, oh my god, it's just huge, man. Okay, okay, Bakugan logo right here. So as you can see, something like Dragoonoid's final evolution, which is correct. And we have the TAKARA TOMY sign and the link right here. If you can scan the QR code. So what's so interesting about this is that this is a fully posable figure, whereby you actually fold up and become kind of like transform into a small figure. And when this Titan Dragoonoid actually lands on top of this Maximus Dragoonoid, it actually pops up. So we're gonna have a look at that later on. But here's a cool gimmick. So this is actually a light up toy, as you can see from the chest area, and there's a button here you can actually press and it will actually light up with different roaring voices of Dragoonoid roaring. So that's a very cool touch. It will be a cool gift, especially holiday season is actually coming. So it will make a good gift for your friends or your son's children or whatever. Good stuff. So we have the Titan Dragoonoid right here, and then the core right here. So as you can see, the wings is also at the back, most likely attached to the cardboard itself. And we have a very cool illustration of the Maximus Dragoonoid with its core cell lighting up brilliantly and the wings also illuminating in bright green. So very excited, and they actually made a very cool symbol, I mean the brand logo for this. Very nice. So you can see that the Titan Dragoonoid is actually here, the ball form and the monster form. So let me just carefully move this around. So I ran out of space. So as you can see from the side of it, this is all the existing lineup, which is quite a lot. So the only thing we haven't unboxed is Cabo and the Hyper Dragoonoid DX, which already is in my possession. Just give me some time, yeah. And for the back, we can see that this box contains the Maximus Dragoonoid itself, 2 cores which I'm going to go through, and we have a very high B power of 700. So for pirates to have this high B power, this is unprecedented. This is definitely going to be a game changer, especially the Evo cards, which I'm going to go through later. This will literally end the game. Alright, so another illustration, real life version of the Maximus Dragoonoid with the Titan Dragoonoid actually popped up from behind it. So we have the basic instruction, the reset, you shoot, you battle as usual. Now we have more dynamic stand. So as I mentioned, the Dragoonoid actually closes up, and when the Titan Dragoonoids actually sit on top of this magnetic placement, it will actually pop open and give it a roar, as demonstrated just now with the lights and roar and stuff. So it does comes with light and sound, and that's the cool part about it. That's what makes this figure cool. So with that, let's have a look at the side. So we have a very nice illustration, a bigger version of the illustration of the Dragoonoid. Oh man. So at the bottom, nothing much. At the top, just a clear top view of what's inside, which is quite cool. So with that, we're gonna have this unboxed. So it's gonna take some time, this video, because how big this is. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we're gonna reposition the camera a bit because this is too huge, too big for the camera to handle. So as you can see, this is actually very well packaged. I think this is torn by intentionally to actually hold up the box. But here you can see the Maximus Dragon in all its huge full glory. Look at that. The amount of detail on this dude is insane. Look at that. So we can see that Titan Dragonoid is actually right here. I'm gonna unbox these separately. Just want to show you how the box is actually taped. So the core is actually secured here very nicely. And we have a very nice blue background that represents the buildings around where Kuzo they all play around. So very nice support right here, so as to make sure the Dragonoid doesn't actually get damaged. Plastic here. And what's cool about this is that if you look behind, it is actually very well taped and very well secured. So this is to prevent any theft or any kind of form of damage or falling out of the Maximus Dragonoid itself. So very nice touch, very nice attention to its quality and packaging itself. So from prior, you can actually see that the card itself is actually positioned at the bottom. So it comes in a package like this, which there is going to be instruction which I'm going to go through later. And here we have the Evo itself. Oh, it's in foil, that's nice. So it's also a Bakugan Elite, so that's cool stuff. We're gonna unbox this off camera because this is too huge and it's gonna take up a lot of time. So stay tuned for that. We'll come back in a short moment. Alright, so this is everything that the Maximus Dragonoid comes with. As you can see, this is huge. Look at this thing. I have to move the camera so far back just to film this right. It's so huge. Okay, so just something to take note for parents watching, or you might want to assist your kid, or for any of you watching, you might want to take care when removing the Maximus Dragonoid out of the packaging, because it just comes with a lot of wires and a lot of tapes, and it will get tedious. So please be careful when using a knife or scissors to cut open. Just something to take note. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see, we have the figure, we have Titan Dragonoid there, we have the two cards, which are amazing, which I'm gonna go through later. And the two cards, one of it is attached on there, and this one right here. So we're gonna have a look at the instruction booklet itself. So immediately off here, we can see that something is different. It is actually not printed in color, but it's okay. So long the information there, it's all we need. So as you can see, this is everything that it comes with, which I've gone through. So this is a level 3 Bakugan, the Titan Dragonoid. So as you can see, you put down the head first, press it all the way down, close the wings, and close the tail. So I wouldn't say this is a level 3, it's more like level 2 or maybe even level 1, but hey, given its size, given its design, BB wise, this when it takes into account, it's a level 3, but it's fairly easy for a level 3. So the main event comes in, whereby how to fold the Maximus Dragonoid. So one thing to take note, because there's lights and sound, it requires the battery. I'm not sure which type of battery. I think it's a AA or even AAA battery. And that here's the on-off switch. So to conserve energy and to prevent any battery leak, please take note to turn off when you're not playing it. So it will actually take some time to actually read through this instruction booklet. It might seem very tedious, it might seem very difficult, but I can assure you this is actually a very simple product to actually play with, and I'm sure your kid can actually get it without even looking through at the instruction booklet. The only tedious part is when you attach the wing, so please be careful when attaching it, and please take extra note which is the front side facing and which is the back side facing. Alright, with that, the dynamic stand as usual, and there's the light and sound. So those are the features of the Maximus Dragonoid. Alright, so let me just take this off the screen, and we'll now look at the main event itself. So I wanna do it in a different order. I wanna do those in the last order. So I'm just gonna go through the cards first. So as you can see, these two are purely foil cards. So they are total foil cards, and they are amazing. So they even have a rarity on it. So this is a common card. So we have the character card. It is the Ultima Maximus, which is kind of weird. It should be the Titan Dragonoid in Spin Masters edition, but however we'll call it the Ultima Maximus. So Ultima Maximus actually comes with two cores, which is the shield core and the attack core, which is not bad, and it has a whooping amount of 700 B power. That's the highest B power, at the very least a base B power that we have seen so far for Pirates cards, and that is amazing. And it comes with 3 damage, but however when B power is all it matters, to decide that who wins the battle, this is a crucial part of the whole Dragonoid. So no additional ability, we're gonna put it down, and now we come to the evolution card itself. So as you can see, oh my, I'm lost for words. So this Dragonoid Maximus, it comes with a B power of 2500. Oh my god. It comes with 10 damage and it takes 10 cost to actually use it. But the ability is where it's special at. If you control Dan, Winston and Leah, you win the game. And it's a Bakugan Elite. It's a foil Bakugan Elite. It's my first time holding one and it's absolutely amazing. So what's so special about this is that, like I said, if you have Dan and Winston and Leah in the game or in the field itself, you win the game. So this is literally an end game card. But however, given the cost is 10 cost, and that Dan and Leah, Dan and Winston has 4 costs, which is relatively easy to kind of play out. However, Leah has 10 costs. This might be a difficult card to actually be used on actual battle or even be practical. So this is more of a collection. But however, in coming volume 3, if I'm not wrong, we're going to have Dan, Winston and Leah in a more lower cost form. And even in the volume 2, which is coming out on the 19th, it also comes with some even low cost Dan and Winston, if I'm not wrong. So we definitely will be able to play this card, but as of now, given the high cost that it has a 10 damage, 10 cost, and Leah's being so high, this will be for collection as of now, unless you have a way, which there is definitely a way. I'll leave that up to you to actually find out how to actually use this card without actually paying the 10 cost. That's right, that's Dan Kuso. So that's only if you can use it, and it's actually very situational. But nonetheless, this is a very cool card, and I'm sure everyone of you will be looking forward to have one of these copies, or even a few copies, but that's up to your budget. So with that, I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna look at the Maximus Dragonoid itself. But before I forget, let's have a look at the Ultima Maximus first. So we're gonna go by its Japanese name instead of the Titan Dragonoid. So it will be called the Ultima Maximus. So first thing first, as you can see, there is a lot of detail and it looks very different from its counterpart, which is the original Dragonoid. So okay, one thing first, whether or not the hand moves. No, so the hand is actually fixated there. So I would have expected the hand to move. Oh, there's the core cell. So I was wondering where the core cell is. The finishing is okay, I would say, and there's also a green color separation on the hand itself, and you can even see the individual hands. But what would make it better if if the hands actually moved. So, but hey, it's good enough. I would like to say. What's so special about this is that the head actually has spring, and the horn actually has spring, is actually spring loaded. So it is kind of a resemblance to the Delta Dragonoid, which is the second evolution of the very first series. So for viewers that are actually watching, what I'm about to show you is novelty. It won't be available anywhere else really, so this is part of my collection. So this is the original Dragonoid. This is the second evolution of the origin Dragonoid. So as you can see, it has a resemblance to this, which is cool. Alright, so very cool stuff. I'm just gonna put this aside. Just want to show you where the inspiration actually comes from. Now I bring your attention to the eyes itself. So you can see that the eyes is actually also colored, and it also has fangs. So a very nice detail to the head itself also. The hands, the shoulder armor, as you can see, is also right here, and the wings itself, the inside of it is actually colored, and it looks like a scales of wings. For the outside, same thing. It looks just like a wing with its color separation. It looks very robust, if you would like to call that. So for the tail, just like a normal tail, not much going on at the back, at the bottom, except the sides here. You can clearly see the scales of how a dragon should be, which is very cool. But no legs. I would have hoped that it has legs, but okay. It's a core gun. It's a core Bakugan. That's good enough. So we're gonna have a look at the core itself, and later we're gonna look at our final stuff, which is the Ultima Maximus. Ultima Maximus Dragonoid. The names is confusing me, but okay. We have firstly the attack core, which is a standard one, the B power plus 150 and a damage of 2. So quite competitive. This is what you would normally run for a Green Fist deck, which I can promise you for the coming Volume 2 cards, right? The card booster, we're gonna have a lot of supports for the Bakugans that actually uses Green Fist, so this will be a very vital piece. So the next one would be the Shield Core, which comes with a B power of 300 and 0 damage. So this is an okay core. Like I said, if you watched my videos, you would have known that there are better cores than this, which is the 400, but however it is specific for the 2 faction. So if you don't want to be bound by the 2 faction, this will be a good generic shield core for you. Alright, so with that, we are going to look at the main event, which is the Maximus Dragonoid right here. Okay, this is so big. Okay, let's go. Okay, welcome back. So for this to actually work, you're gonna need 2 things. Obviously, your Ultima Maximus and the Maximus Dragonoid itself. So I have actually told you, teach you guys actually how to close this. So it is rather simple. You're just gonna push the horn down and push it all the way down. So to just make sure the horn actually goes into the hole right here. So press it down, push the 2 wings together. There's gonna be the hinge here. Press it inwards, make sure you don't snap it too hard. Lift it up a bit and slot it in. And for the final part, the tail goes down like so, and you would have closed the Ultima Maximus. So I'm just gonna set this aside just to make sure the Bakugan doesn't actually roll off the table or so. Okay, so I'm just gonna show off. It's time to show off this Maximus Dragonoid. So we're gonna go through its part by part first. So as you can see, a lot of details going on right here. A lot of panel lines details for you to actually draw on also if you would like. But we're gonna look through one by one. So we're gonna have a look at the head itself first. The head actually has a lot of color separation going on. The jaws actually moves up and down, and the jaws is actually separated. As you can see, it clips together like so. So the tongue is actually also colored. I would have preferred the pink color instead of the red tongue, yellow tongue. And the horn itself, the horn is actually made of a rubbery material. It's slightly bent for my copy, but you're gonna be able to push it back like so and push it out like so. So easier for you to keep. Obviously, we have the chest piece right here, which is a core cell. And as previously mentioned, it does have sound and it does comes with light. And for the arms itself, green thing right here. And for the shield armor, the hand armor, the arm armor, or what would you like to call it? And for the insides, it can go up like so. The maneuver can go down and down like that. So not much maneuver going on, but you definitely will be able to. If you want to T-pose, you definitely will be able to T-pose. And if you want it to be in a more relaxed position, it definitely will be able to do so. And for the arms itself, nice color separation right here. The arms is actually has a black lines right here, shows like the inner arms, and this is actually the armor, very nice. And for the talon claw itself, only the bottom one can move, so still has some form of maneuverability, whereby you can actually grasp item or whatsoever if you will choose to do so. Chest, there's a button right here, white color separation, very nice touch. And the chest doesn't actually move forward, so I would expect it to actually do some ab crunch, but nope. But it's fine like that. So for the lower part of the body, very nice touch. I assume this is where the speaker actually comes from. Maybe not, maybe yes, I'm not too sure. And for the legs itself, very bulky piece right here. And we have, however, it does not move up. The armor does not move. I would have wished it moved. But for the legs itself, it does move forward and backwards. So still quite nice, and the color separation here as well. I would have, like I said, I would have preferred this to be green instead of yellow, but hey, it's still nice. So at the underside of the body, this is where the battery is located. Very nice for the back side. So this is where you're gonna put your Ultima Maximus. There's going to be a magnet here, and when this pops, when the Ultima Maximus actually drops here, this will essentially open everything up. For the wings, same design armor right here as if with the arm, and this actually folds in and folds out. So this is going to be part of the closing process later on. And for the back part, I would have hoped it is colored, but hey, I think the front part is the more important part. So the back scale, like I said, is actually more well defined than any Bakugan figure that I've ever seen. And the back also like so. So that's our hinge right there that holds everything together. The tail also move forward like so. Nice scales and all that stuff. And the underside. So that's about it for the physical feature. I've read the instruction. I don't think this is a very hard piece to actually close, so for parents that are watching right now, don't think too much about it, because I'm sure your kid actually will be able to close this. In fact, I'm going to demonstrate to you. It's actually very easy. So first of all, you're going to close this horn right here, push it all the way in, and what you're going to do is you're going to take this back piece, push it up, and you're going to push the head all the way inside until you hear a click. Like so. So it would have stayed in place. And now moving forward, we're gonna push the whole body, because we have the leg as support, so we don't have to hold the legs. We can just push the whole body downwards until you hear a click as well. Oops. Okay, let's try that again. So we're gonna push the legs, the whole body, until you hear a click sound. So that will hold it in place. Now the tricky part here is the hands. So you're gonna lift the wings up for now. Now the hands, right, actually if you can see, there's actually a hole here to actually place the hand. And the hands, this piece right here, this armor piece right here is actually where it's supposed to be. So it will actually lock it in place. So for now, I'm gonna show you. So this part, like I said just now, it moves down, it moves up also. But we're gonna put this all the way inside, push it all the way in, and this actually moves forward like so. But it's okay, we can just actually push this in and then until we hear a click. So make sure the hands is actually closed. Alright, so it's make sure it closed properly. So I didn't close it properly just now. Alright, so you can hear a solid click sound that shows that it's actually closed. And do the same for the other side also. Lift up the wing so you can see easier. Push it in all the way, and then you're gonna do the same thing. Push it in all the way until you hear a click sound. Alright, so with that, we've closed this one. And now for the wings actually fairly simple. You're just gonna close this down, and like I say here, do you see the hinge here? So the hinge actually locks onto this place right here, if you can see. So nothing much, you're just gonna tilt your wings downwards and slot it in until it locks in place. So you can actually lift up like that. You can also lift it down like that, but I would prefer to lift it up downwards because it won't obstruct your Ultima Maximus when it actually comes. So same thing, fold this out. Oh, you can actually do some wings maneuver like so. Press it backwards until you hear a click sound. Okay, so that will have locked it. Now for the last part, it will be the tail. So the tail is going to push backwards until you see this thing. So when this thing pops up, it is where it's going to be locked right here. So with that click sound, we would have closed the Maximus Dragonoid perfectly. So, wow, look at this. This is just a big piece. So for the moment that we have all been waiting for, we're going to take the Ultima Maximus and drop it right there. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. So when it first pops out, it actually makes sound, and it actually does a huge explosion sound. I'm actually startled by that. And like so, your Maximus Dragonoid will actually be stick onto the back itself. It's going to move around because it's just attached by a magnet, so there's not a perfect place to actually lock it in place. But this would be how it actually open up and close. So I would think that this is actually a very nice purchase as a product itself, and it's quite innovative itself. I love it. Basically, I just love it. So the only part that you can adjust afterwards is to move the hands down to make it to be a more relaxed and natural position, and for the horn to actually pops up. So that's it. Amazing. I love it, and I think everyone should have one just for collection. You can put it on your tabletop and stuff like that. And this review is going to be too long, so we're gonna have a look at how the Ultima Maximus rolls and closes, and that will conclude the video. So let's go. Alright, so that's the end of the unboxing video for the Maximus Dragonoid. So what do you think about the Ultima Maximus? Do you like its name? I think it's fine, and I absolutely love its design. It's just a little bit weird that it needs the core to actually stand upright, but still love it. And of course, our big bad boy right here, Maximus Dragonoid. Look at its detail. It also comes with lights and sound. So I think as holiday season approach, this will make a great gift for anyone and for everyone, I mean, that actually loves Bakugan. So just like this, we're gonna have more exclusive reviews coming right up. And the next one is going to be the Hyper Dragonoid DX, and we're gonna have an early review also for the November batch. And what's up, we're gonna have a 5-pack Bakugan coming right up. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any question to ask me with regards to this Bakugan and its content, please comment in the comment section below, and definitely consider subscribing, because like I said, this is one of my exclusive videos for you guys. So till then, see you again and goodbye.